What's going on, guys, and welcome to this video. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how you can be more productive and how you can get things done more efficiently. I'm going to talk about what works for me and what I have incorporated into my daily routine to make me more productive and to get things done. You know, I think everybody of us had days where we feel super unmotivated, you feel sluggish, you just don't feel like doing anything, and you can't get yourself motivated to do a certain thing or a number of things. And I mean, I think that's totally normal. And if that's not you at all and you've never come across that, then I'm definitely jealous of you. But the good thing is you can actually do things about that, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. Which brings us right to point number one, which is, I think, probably almost the most essential and most important step of them all, and that is to start your day with a win. Now what that means is to get up right away when your alarm rings or when you get up naturally. Don't turn around, don't hit snooze. Get up right away, get ready, brush your teeth, wash your face, make your favorite morning coffee or whatever you do, and get the day started. That's already a big win, and it already sets the tone for the whole day because you woke up and you started doing things right away. Now that I collected the biggest win of the day already, that brings us, by the way, to number two, is I try to collect small wins along the way throughout the whole day, which could be as simple as there is a sock next to your hamper and you feel like, oh, I could just put that away later. No, we don't do that. What you want to do is collect small wins. That means you pick it up right away. You're already there. It's not going to take you any longer than whatever else you were going to do. Pick it up, put it in there, go on with your day. And then it could also be something like, for example, a paper of a granola bar is next to your trash can. Same thing. Don't work past it. Go there, pick it up, put it back in there, and do that with all small things where you normally would think, oh, I'm just going to do that later. Because by the end of the day, they add up, and sometimes you even forget about them and they never get done. So do those little things and collect small wins throughout the day. That's number two. All right, next one is number three. This one is also very essential because it is making sure that you actually know what you're gonna do throughout the whole day. And that's to have a plan. And that's where this guy comes into play. It's just an old-fashioned notebook. And I just recently adapted that or switched it out because before I have been using my phone for the longest time, writing down what do I have to do today, writing down goals and ideas and whatever comes to me. And also by the end of the day, writing down what was good about the day, what was bad, so I can reflect later on it and think about what can I do better to improve my daily routine or certain things that I just took note of. Now, the reason why I switched to this is because for me, there's just something very satisfying about writing something down manually. And for some reason, it also means more to me when I write it down and when I can check it off or add something to it. And also if I go on a shoot or whatever, this also makes for a good prop, especially for like coffee shots and flat lays and all that kind of stuff. So that's a nice side bonus, I guess. Now what I do when I write things down in here for my to-do list for the day is 3 major things that I need to get done that day. And I just found that 3 works for me the best. That could also be top 5 for you if you wanted to, and you can make that happen. But I figured 3 big things or 3 major things throughout the day is a good accomplishment, and whatever I get done on top of that, I mean, that's just a bonus. But these 3 things that I write down here every day, they need to get done. There's no questions asked. There's no negotiating. I have to get them done. Now, in connection to that, it's also important to not put too many things on your to-do list, because a lot of times if you add a lot of things on there, for example, 10 things, you end up not getting all of them done. And that's not as satisfying as being able to check all 3 things off and maybe even do something on top of that, you know, it has more of a negative feel behind it, because I'd rather end the day on something positive, like I got things done, than, oh man, I wasn't able to get all my things done. Now I gotta keep working on this list tomorrow. Now, the next thing that I wanna bring up and point out to you is something that probably for some people comes easy and for some not as easy, or is going to be a struggle. That is creating and following healthy habits. Now, what I mean in this scenario is exercising as well as the nutrition part. Because here's the thing, if you are eating burgers and pizza and all kinds of junk food every day of the week and drink soda and all kind of things that you know are bad for you, but you just kind of like ignore it, then that's how productive you're gonna be. It's going to have a big impact. You know, you're gonna feel sleepy, you're gonna feel sluggish, you're not gonna have the ability to keep up your focus for longer periods of time. It's definitely better for you if you make these things like pizza or burger or whatever it is something special. And special things most of the time don't happen on a daily basis. That's why it's called special. So treat yourself from time to time, but also make good choices. Now, when it comes to the exercise part of it, you don't have to spend hours in the gym and hours doing something that you don't really want to do. For me, for example, that is a full body workout. I do it pretty functional, and yeah, it just takes me 30 to 45 minutes. And for you, that might be something completely different. Whatever you feel like you want to do, you know, the goal is to get out and be physically active, you know, and that's the key. Get yourself moving so that this whole system is getting put to work, because then this up there can work too. Now, I say that and it sounds very easy, but I also know that it can be very hard sometimes to just convince yourself to go out there and do something. But I also found the biggest thing of it is to just start. Just start out doing, like, getting ready, go in the gym and start moving. Once you start moving, most of the time you're gonna finish that workout and you're gonna have a good workout. And then in the end, you're gonna say, I was actually good that I went out. I feel better now. And last but not least, and I think this is probably even more important than what we were talking about in the beginning, is to get quality sleep. Now, for everybody, that's different. Some people need 6 hours, some people need 8 hours, some people are in between. And the goal here is not to sleep as much as you can. The goal here is to get quality sleep. And what I mean when I'm saying that is not to go to bed stressed, not worrying about what is going on tomorrow. Try to wind down and leave everything that happened that day behind you, and don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, because tomorrow is an unknown and yesterday is the past. Right now, it's important that you're gonna get some good sleep so you can tackle tomorrow. Have you ever woken up the next day and still felt tired? Well, that's probably because your mind never rested. You know, physically you were resting, but spiritually and up here, you never really rested. So that's why it's important to give your mind and your brain a break, calm down before you go to sleep. Take this bad boy, put it to the side on silent, don't worry about it at all. Right now it's important to get some sleep, and that's all that matters at that moment. All right, and those are all the 5 things that I wanted to talk to you about today. And again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional in this field, but I feel like sharing my experience may help one or the other person. Maybe one of you is going to be able to adapt something and bring it into your routine. And if that's the case, put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear which one of these 5 things it actually is. And if you also have more tips that you want to share with anybody out here, put them down in the comments below. That would be really awesome. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. That's it. I don't have anything more for you, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.